Hey everybody, Dr. Fisher here. So, the holidays are upon us. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was boundaries over the holidays, especially regarding to and relating to our families of origin. These are interesting times because many of us want to be connected with our families, but we're trying to be healthy, we're trying to set appropriate boundaries, we're trying to understand what's going to work for us and what's not going to work for us because oftentimes what happens is when we go back to our family of origin, depending on their skill level in relation to boundaries, they may or may not want us to be like we used to be when we were kids, which is not real healthy for your current relationships. I know, speaking from experience. Now, that's not that they want to like drag you down and make you less of a person. It's just that generally speaking, we as human beings, we like to see things to stay the same and not change. And we want to enjoy the holidays together, for example. So one of the things that I wanted to walk you through today was a discussion on how to set healthy boundaries in relation to family members, specifically drawn from the book which I'm currently reading, which is absolutely fantastic, which is How to Set Boundaries, Find Peace by Nedra Tawwab. I think that's how you say her name. Anyway, so I wanted to cover a couple of things in relation to those healthy boundaries today. So you can start practicing some of those ideas in relation to how you want to work with your family this year so that you can stay as healthy as you can possibly manage. Now, there's a couple of specifics that I want to talk about in relation to that, and I'm going to pull them up really quickly here so I can see them. There's a couple of steps that she suggests in the boundary setting chapter. And she talks about how to successfully communicate those boundaries. So, for example, just a couple of different ideas. If you're going to your family member's house and they're shaming you or guilting you to stay at their place, and that doesn't make you feel comfortable, then that's probably not a good place for you to be. You're probably going to maybe give in to your family member, and you're going to choose your family over your spouse or your partner or whatever, and that is not good for your relationship. It's not good for your gut, just FYI. It's not good for your metabolism because then you're going to overeat and you're going to feel like dirt when you're done. So my suggestion is do what you can to be able to recognize how to choose what's healthiest for you and your current partner and your current family. Make them a priority and move in the direction of honoring the family that you're currently in, not the one that you used to be in. Because by honoring the family that you're currently in, you are actually honoring the family that you used to be in, except for you're transitioning into a healthier place. So, a couple of things. First is to communicate that boundary with clarity, right? So she talks about be clear. Do your best to be as straightforward as possible. Mind your tone. Don't yell or whisper. People will miss the boundary if you use complicated words or jargon, is what she says. Take a deep breath and focus on being precise. So that's the first part of this. So it's like, hey, mom, we're going to stay in a hotel this year and we're going to come visit as we feel like we want to come visit. What are the potential activities that are happening so that we can decide which ones we want to come and participate in? And when we are tired, we're going to go back to our hotel, right? So the idea too, then the second part is after you've directly stated your need or request, or you say no or no thank you, don't just like describe kind of what you don't like, whatever. Ask for specifically what you need or what you want. Be specific in identifying what exactly your expectations are, or decline specific offers that make you feel uncomfortable or they're going to be draining for you, or that you feel like you're going to sell out to your family in relation to your spouse, for example. This is a really, really important one. Now, the next step is recognizing that most likely, if this is not a skill you've been practicing, there's a good chance that there's going to be a bunch of emotions that come as you express this. Some of them are going to be things like shame and guilt. Oh my gosh, I'm offending my family. Oh my gosh, I feel bad because I'm establishing this new boundary and this is not something that I'm used to. And I feel like I'm being a mean person to my mom or my relative or whatever. These are all normal. So that third step of this process is to be prepared that this is coming. If this is not something you're used to, it's coming. And so the more that you can be prepared and lean into that guilt or shame or whatever you're feeling and work towards having compassion with yourself and have that self-discussion, that kind, compassionate discussion to say, hey, I know this is hard. I know this is not the easiest thing to do, but by doing this, this helps me actually love my family way more. This helps me provide that ability for me to choose my current family as my priority. It helps me be more connected with my partner. It helps me be more an actual partner with my partner, right? Rather than selling out when we go home to family. So this will improve and enhance your health during the holidays. Now, it may be like you get poked with a hot knife initially, but it's really going to make a huge difference in the long haul. I promise. These are some of the things that I've learned over time that affects people's physiology for the negative over and over and over again. Being sold out or you selling out in these sorts of situations really degrades your current relationship. I've seen people get divorced over this kind of stuff. And in a general sense, these are going to be the things that are going to really put you into stress response and cause health issues down the line. This is the type of people that I see come to my office. People have health issues because they have boundary issues. So start now in your desire to be well, to get well, to practice these healthy boundaries for the holidays. Improve your experience this holiday. Improve your health. Take back your power. Love yourself and your family like never before. This is the Christmas message that I wish to give to you today. Merry Christmas and have a marvelous rest of your day.